In this video, we're going to talk about the do's and don'ts with Google, and this is really important. And all of these videos here are really setting the framework because you need to know, when you approach a local business client, you need to have this framework. You need to know what you're talking about. If they ask you any questions that are tough questions, you need to know how to answer them, and you need to really understand your product and what you're selling. So that's why we're going through all these videos, and each one of these videos are very, very important, including this one, the do's and don'ts of Google. So let's start with the don'ts. Don't ever, and we're going to talk about, this is the Google slap, okay? If you've ever heard of the Google slap, I'm going to share some stories with you, but don't ever, first thing is, don't ever write ads or have copy on your landing page that talks about things like hypey things, like learn how to make $100,000 in 4 days with no money and no credit. Right? Don't ever write any kind of ads like that. Don't ever have any kind of that copy on your landing page. Google does not like that, and you could get Google slapped, which means that Google will no longer run. They won't even tell you anything. All of a sudden, you'll just log into your account, and you'll just see all zeros. No traffic is being generated via your account anymore. And if that does happen, there are ways around that. So let me know. I could tell you I've been slapped by Google several times over the past few years. So I'm pretty familiar with why they do it and how to get around it. But the bottom line is this: you should not get slapped with local businesses, a Google slap, okay? And again, when I refer to Google slap, it means Google just shutting down your account. Basically, you don't get any more traffic, and to get around that, you have to start up a new account, use a new domain name, new credit card, new computer most of the time even. So it's really important that you don't get Google slapped. Now, if you've been Google slapped before, if you've ever had an account that's been banned by Google or that Google has just stopped running your campaigns, do not ever use that account again. Don't try to use an old account. And personally, I don't even want to use the same computer because Google has all sorts of different cookies and flash cookies and IP address. So a lot of times, and maybe this is me just being a little paranoid here, but at the same time, I know what a pain it is once Google slaps you to get back up and running, and you could lose, it could take you a couple weeks, and that's a client that doesn't have any leads for a couple weeks. That's a big deal. Believe me, it's a really big deal. And people get very, I had a client one time who they didn't get Google slapped, but their card actually got declined, and they didn't get any traffic. Their ads weren't showing anymore. And this guy called me within a few hours and was like, "What's going on? Our ads are not running on Google. We're not getting any calls." It was like his business was about to shut down, right? So just to show you how valuable this Google lead generation is, what you're going to be providing for businesses, they go crazy. They go crazy when their ads are not running. So you really, really want to avoid this Google slap. So I'm going to go through a bunch of these points here, and the number one point is if you've had an account that's banned before, don't use it. Don't try to log in and create a new campaign under that account, and I would not even use the same computer, quite frankly. Now, again, the number one reason why people get Google slap is because they have things that are too hypey, like learn how to make $100,000 with no money and no credit. Even some of the weight loss things, like lose 30 pounds in 3 days, guaranteed. If you start doing really, and the acai berry offers, all these kind of things like, acai berry will cure cancer and save your life, and all these kind of things that are really hypey and seem kind of too good to be true. Google says, you know what, it is too good to be true, and we're not letting you run traffic to that. So you can get banned for that. Another thing is don't send traffic to any affiliate offers. So if any of you guys are trying to get into affiliate marketing, or you're learning about affiliate marketing, personally, I think that selling lead generation, internet lead generation to local businesses is a way better way to make money than affiliate marketing. But if you are doing affiliate marketing, do me a favor, do not ever set up a Google campaign and use an affiliate link in your ads. Don't ever promote affiliate offers via Google or hypey info products like I mentioned. Google really doesn't like info. You can do info products. There's a very specific way to do it, and you have to be very conservative in your copy. Never talk about how much money they're going to make or anything like that. But affiliate offers in general, Google does not like using affiliate links in your ads. So don't even try, because you'll probably get shut down. So make sure you follow this and really listen closely here, because these are really important. It's a real PIA when your account gets shut down and traffic starts coming in. Also, don't ever send traffic to a page that has no contact information on it. Every landing page, and when we get to the landing pages here in the upcoming videos, we're going to show how every landing page has the business name and logo, has a phone number, has a link that has their contact information, including their phone number, address. All of this stuff is very, very important. Google loves transparency. If you show that you're a real business, you have your real business information, your phone number, your address, they like that. You're almost never going to have a problem driving traffic to a page like that. So those are important. Now let's talk about what you should do really quick. You should, and I'm going to show you exactly what this looks like when we get into the videos about landing pages, but you should have 4 small links at the bottom of your landing page. And again, I'll show you when we get into the landing page, because it's different than a normal website. Just 4 small links at the bottom. A home link, so obviously people click on that, it goes back to the home page of the website. A terms and a privacy policy, so terms and privacy links, and I'll give you the exact wording that you can use on those. You can feel free to edit it, but I pretty much have some generic terms and privacy verbiage that I use, and I'm going to give that to you as well in the upcoming videos. And a contact tab. Obviously, a contact takes them to the Contact Us page of the website. And it's very important to have these 4 links. You don't want to just send people to a landing page that has absolutely no links on it. Google does not like that. Again, Google really likes transparency. They like dealing with real businesses who can prove that they're a real business and don't look like they're doing anything shady. Now, here's one thing, and again, maybe this is me being a little paranoid, but I always log into my Google account via Google Chrome incognito browser or some other sort. If that's what I use, if you have some other, I've heard that Safari has private browsing. I'm sure that probably Internet Explorer and Firefox do too. I'm not sure. But if you're in doubt, just download Google Chrome. Google it, Google Chrome, download the browser, and there's a way that you can open up incognito windows. And these Google incognito browsers, they don't allow any cookies, they don't save your history. There's a lot less tracking. So maybe I'm a little paranoid, like I said, but the bottom line is this: I log into a lot of different accounts. And one time, a few years ago, I think it was probably back in 2009, 2010, and so things changed since then, but you still want to be very, very careful. So back in 2009, 2010, I can't remember exactly when it was, I actually had a business partner of mine who got Google slapped for a totally separate business, totally unrelated to the business that we were working on together, and got Google slapped for that, and logged in from the same computer. He logged into our Google account, and then our account got slapped. And it turns out he had like 2 other accounts that he'd logged into within a few week period, and all the accounts got slapped across the board. Google just associated his computer, they had cookies on his computer, and because he had logged into one account that was slapped, then logged into other accounts, they slapped them all. They stopped running traffic to all of the accounts. So better safe than sorry, and I'm always very safe. I always log in through Google Chrome incognito. It just feels like there is less of a chance of Google knowing that, if you're logging into bunches of different accounts. So bottom line is this, is if you have one client that goes down for being too hypey or just gets Google slapped for whatever reason, you don't want that to affect anything else. And I don't think it will, but I'm just being very, very cautious here, and so I highly recommend that you log in through Google Chrome incognito browser or some other private browsing, just to be safe, just to be on the safe side. Give yourself a little extra layer of protection that Google, that there aren't cookies and everything being stored, and they're not checking and seeing that you logged into 7 different Google accounts in one day, and all sorts of things like that. So those are just some quick do's and don'ts, but really important ones for you to keep in mind. And again, we're really just building up your knowledge here, building the framework. You have to know your product, you have to know all the ins and outs, and that's what we're teaching you now, so that you know exactly what you need to do here. You're prepared to answer any questions that any local business owners have, and you know what you're talking about. So that's what we're doing. Let's finish up. Let's keep moving forward with this education here, and then pretty soon we're going to be getting into the landing pages and setting up the campaigns and a lot more of the juicy stuff.